Welcome everyone, I'm Admin1 VinnyFX, and today we are playing a rather forgotten Marathon 2 vanilla scenario called Garden, which takes place at least largely in or around a water facility, maybe a water treatment plant of some sort. The reason why I made preferences, changing stuff from what appears to be default, is that I just got the latest version of Aleph 1, version 1.4, which was released just earlier this month. I recommend going out and getting it. And it now allows for higher frame rate, so that's pretty exciting. I think I can leave the rendering as is. Make sure the resolution is right. Heads up display. Okay, yep. Looks like just about everything is where it should be by default as far as controls go. I'll unselect these things here. Alright, we should be ready to go now. So this scenario is about 9 levels long. I do remember playing at least the first level of it back in the day. I don't remember too much of it. It starts with this strange chapter screen that I don't remember, but that, even though it's just red dots, seems to be patterned almost as if in replica of like a double helix for DNA. Well, seems a little laggy right now. I'd like to have the regular heads-up display. Switch to 60. See how that goes for me. Oh yes, that's pretty nice. Almost disorienting, really. Alright, so this first level is called Gardens of Lawan. Bob's put up a fairly valiant fight, but in the end they were just more ammunition for my tank. Now, let's see, what do we have on the radar? Oh, I think that's just some more Yeti downstairs. See if I can get away with sniping this thing. Maybe I'll lead the drones and the trooper into infighting. Looks like the accuracy of this range is just a little too iffy, but I'm getting a few hits in. This rate, I'd be better off getting a bit closer. Better get far away. Yep, we can just deal with these 3 bullet streams. Oh, fell down. Had to kill himself with one final grenade. So, their save pattern, let's see what's in store for us here. Drano says, the equatorial placement of the gardens of Lawan accommodated many plants susceptible to slight changes in climate. The unchanging heat, however, meant no rain for long periods. Plants and trees would wither and die. Again, another interesting sci-fi concept. I wonder if the person who made this happened to be studying biosciences and took inspiration from something they had been given an assignment on. You were in the 3rd covered reservoir area. In times of drought, water would be directed here from the north, so the gardens would be eternally green. The 4 are using it to, I imagine, store drinking water. Your mission here is to shut down the main pump. The distraction should divert them from your next mission. There is a pattern buffer here. Of course, this is the fuse circuitry for the pump. You think you can do that? Oh yes, I cannot teleport you out from this terminal. You must find another working one. I don't know what that does, but it stopped some ambient noises, which is really just elevator. Constant elevator noise. Alright, so this raises a gangway. So far the structure is pretty straightforward, but already this is reminding me just a little bit of the 4th level in the original Marathon. Defend this. Overall, I must say, much props as usual to Tree Llama and whoever else was involved in 1.4. I've never beheld Marathon in this kind of definition before, and it's pretty amazing. Find the right way to micro-dodge in here. Standing on one side of the corridor, letting them fire in that direction and stepping to the other side. It's not absolutely effective in all cases, but it's generally pretty effective. Some of these I can just take care of with the fist, though, properly. Oops. Hang on a second, I just need to move some stuff. Make more room for everything. Okay. Nice little... Oh. See, I would have used a trooper for that kind of ambush. Though maybe that would have seemed too cruel. I don't know if the scenario maker had total Carnage in mind. Anyway, I like this little design feature. It's just a regular little corridor, but you get a view out into the desolate, burning landscape, and there's these trapezoidal light effects. Alright, let me deal with this last one here. I bet there's some more ambushes here. This would be a prime spot. Yep, I was going to say we should have some drones, but more rising up from the water. Oh, hello. Alright, that went pretty smoothly. No damage sustained. I would have also had spawn ambushes more about in the middle where you can't just retreat to that area. I've also put some Yeti down there, because that seems to be a pretty common and thematically reasonable thing to place Yeti down in bodies of water, especially corresponding to a liquid in their color. Well, hey, where'd you come from? I'd advise novice players to take note of the kind of maneuvers I took to deal with those enemies in a kind of a narrow range. Not that I like to give unsolicited advice, but that'd be one set of techniques to note if you're watching this and they're relatively new to Marathon or having trouble with it. particularly on solo campaigns and knowing how to deal with enemies using your fists. Of course, it's much easier with these weaker ones. At least that one didn't circle all the way around. Let's see, but there's an ambush here too. Maybe not. Okay, I was able to get close enough to recharge without triggering any ambush. But there doesn't seem to be one anyway. Let's see what this terminal says. Drano says you are doing well. This terminal, like the first one, cannot be used to teleport you out. Find another one. Also, an interesting little note here that the intro screen has pump dispatch in it for extra immersion. I was going to say I'm running low on ammo, but it looks like I have a new stash here. Perfect. I'll still use my fist on this one, though. Save again. This level does have a pretty consistent design theme to it. Definitely gives you a sense of being in a water treatment plant. Or water storage plant, or whatever it is. Alright. Alright, that went pretty smoothly, so I'm going to save again, because I don't want to have to repeat that and possibly do worse. There could sometimes be a certain smoothness that comes from dealing with situations the first time. It's like you're kind of innocent and you're dealing with them naturally and on the fly. Sometimes when you're conscious of them, you come back to them, you don't do as well. But obviously other times you learn from mistakes you make or improve upon what you did before because you know what's going to happen. I think that was more in the first category though. I'm going to use my fist for the rest of this. Alright, perfect. There we go. Wanted the domino effect those fighters around it. I don't know how much I'll need to conserve my ammunition, but... Oh. Didn't even need to use the shield capsule there. Alright. So Drano says, well done. Your next mission should be just as easy. Alright. Next up. You see a similar design, but one part of the dots replaced by a straight line of green dots. I'm not sure what this all means. Oh. Well, I have good reflexes at least. Good enough. This is close to heaven. Some kind of eerie outskirts here. Hear the low night wind. Oh. Okay. Oxygen. Let's see if it's in the corner. Yep. Had a feeling it'd be more like that. I'll probably deal with it this way. I do wonder how much I should conserve my ammunition. I don't really know how this scenario is designed. possible, I'd prefer to avoid having to use my fist too much in situations like this, where in addition to being very perilous, it's also a little slower, since these aren't just the less durable enemies like fighters or whatnot. Hope I didn't miss any shotgun that I was supposed to pick up. See, I have shells, but not the weapon itself yet. I wonder if this whole level would just be like this. That would seemingly be in keeping with the tendency of the scenario so far, even if we're still pretty early. That is a pretty simple design theme, but repeated and reused in enough ways to have a consistent feel about it. Ah, damn it. I was going to say that I hope I can see a shield charger soon, and there it is. I'll try not to venture too much further before going back and see if I can save again. See, look at all that. Well, it looks like this is just like a square outskirts area, so the redundancy seems to have ended so far, though we're still in narrow corridor territory. Okay, now things are changing up. Well, there's that on the radar. It's somewhere else. Okay, I can deal with these with my fist, I think. So I probably will need to conserve my ammunition a bit more going forward, since I'm already pretty low. And I don't know if I missed a shotgun or not. What's this? Is this an elevator? Okay. It's not coming down, so it's nothing I can reach. Ah, I got stuck on it. There's too much happening here. Yep, two of them. I could deal with this with my fists anyway. Alright, perfect. I don't think I see anything notable down here. Looks like if I got in there, I could easily get out. That's the thing, some of these water pits so far, I don't know how many of them are even escapable. I always like these kinds of effects though. Liquid walls. You've probably noticed if you played any of my maps, I use that stuff a lot. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Alright. I had a feeling it was moving a bit faster, and this was probably Berserk. I need supplies fast. Well, I got it. Save pattern 2. Okay. Doesn't appear to be a crusher, so I'll go for it. Wouldn't be surprised if this triggers a spawning, though. Doesn't look like it did. Good thing I saw this switch, too. Seems pretty well hidden. I might have missed a crucial turning point if I didn't notice that, and I'd spent a lot of time wandering around. Looks like that door opens temporarily. maybe I shouldn't have hit that switch. Maybe that activates this. Okay, yep, temporary. Oh, damn it, I can't go back out either. Okay, well, they're alerted to infighting. Seemed like a place I didn't want to tarry in. But looks like they can't even reach me because they won't swim across. See, so that door opens. What's this terminal say? Drano says your last little adventure was a success. The Four are sending forces to investigate the disturbance. As for this mission, you are to continue your exploration. Find another open area and I will teleport you out. Okay, simple enough. This one open yet. Doesn't even make a noise, so it might just be decorative. So the only way left to go is here, I think. Okay, might still be a spawn in, but no troopers waiting in the corner like I kind of imagine. Oh shit! At least I saved recently. You know, I'm just gonna go back and recharge. It'll be just a bit time consuming, but I think well worth it. At least this time I'll know what's coming. Sip again, hit again. This time I'll just run across, because I don't really need to deal with all that crap. I'll predict the trooper coming here. Funny how I managed to hit it just around the corner, even though it hadn't quite shown up around the corner yet. I like hit the very peripheral of its hitbox. Actually, maybe I'll deal with this compiler first. Well, it looks like it's distracted enough for now. Oh, geez, that... Oh, okay, thought that entrance had shut at first. Thought, wow, that's actually a pretty good ploy, but no, I just missaw. Too bad I ran out of grenades. Could really download like these fuckers right now. Right now, the main concern is the trooper, although, well, I just died that way anyway, but I was mainly concerned with the trooper because it's so hard to avoid getting hit by his auto fire up close like that. Okay, this time I'm hitting it and then saving. Yeah, that way it'll always be perfectly timed. So this time I'll stay inside. Hello. Gotta shoot these fuckers. Come on in, man. That's too hard. What the hell? Oh, we got a shotgun now too, of course. This isn't going anywhere. So it didn't sustain any damage that time in that battle. Maybe if I use a door trick on him. No, still it doesn't work. Try and time the use of the grenades just right. Oh, it won't do so much. That went very smoothly that time. Only any of these switches worked. That one does. Another one. Oh, I guess it's just one. Okay. Oh, so it's periodic. Okay. I think I'll ignore some of these fuckers for now. Seems for now I can afford to do that. Seems to be the right thing to do too. And again, we have a pretty consistent design, not just internally, but with respect to the previous level. But it looks like there's nothing else for me to explore down here, so I do have to come back up. See where I can go that would have the least resistance. What's this up here? Huh. It's funny. Why is he just standing there? This fucker. Another. Where do they come from? Alright, well, I've distracted them enough. I can come back up here, I think. I haven't been back here yet. Run, save. Jeez. Okay. Well, I might have totally wasted my ammunition. But we'll find out next time. Time's up for today. Next time on Marathon Garden, we will hopefully get through close to heaven. Until then, thanks for watching.